Welcome to the quiet space of our community, where sleep stories live. Maybe it's been a long day, or maybe you just love falling asleep with thoughts of distant space, instead of counting elephants. Today, we'll gently journey into the most relaxing mysteries of light years. Distances so grand and incomprehensible that they softly stretch our imagination of space, allowing thoughts to slowly dissolve into infinity. You don't need to do anything right now, just get comfortable, let your breathing slow down, let your thoughts soften, and let your body become light, as if gravity loosened its grip. We'll go slowly, gently, just one sleepy fact at a time, leaving everything else outside of this night. And before we begin, if these quiet journeys help you relax and gently end your day, touch the like button and subscribe to the channel. This helps others find their way here too, as if one by one, we're lighting little night lights of peace. And now, get comfortable. A light year is not time, a light year is not time, but distance. When we hear the word year, the brain automatically thinks of a calendar, but here everything is different. It's the distance that light travels in a year, moving without stopping. Imagine a beam of light running for an entire year, without slowing down for a single moment. It's as if you named a distance not in meters, but in the steps of a giant who walks for a year without sleep. And now, let's see where these distances actually live. The sun is our neighbor with a delay. Light from the sun reaches Earth in several minutes. You look at the morning sun, and it's already old. You see it as it was when you were just waking up. This is the closest light to us, but even it arrives with a delay, like a postcard from an old city. The sun is stable and patient. It will shine for a very, very long time. This is a reminder that even neighbors in space aren't quite nearby. The nearest star is a distant neighbor. The nearest star to us is located at a distance of several light years. Right now you're looking at it and seeing light that left there when you were perhaps in a different country, a different age, a different mood. Light travels slowly through space, carrying the history of a distant star. It seems like a neighbor, but it's actually very far away. But this is just the size of our cosmic neighborhood, cozy and calm. The center of the galaxy is a distant home. We live far from the center of the Milky Way. Our solar system is located in the quiet outskirts of a large galactic city. Light from the center takes a very long time to reach us, and we see everything with enormous delay. There, in the center, is a bustling metropolis with bright stars. And we're here, in the peaceful suburbs, where it's quiet, safe, and life is possible. It's like living far from the center of a big city, in a cozy neighborhood. And this is our gift. Silence. We see the past. When you look at the stars, you're looking into the past. Each star in the sky shows you itself as it was once, years, decades, or even millennia ago. You don't see now, but history stretched out in time. It's like looking at old photographs, except these photographs arrive alive, glowing in the dark sky. And there's something calming in this. The past exists. It doesn't disappear. It just moves more slowly. Light is slower than it seems. Light is the fastest thing that exists in the universe, but even it is slow on cosmic scales. It runs without rest, but the distances are so great that even light needs years to overcome them. Imagine a marathon that never ends, where the finish line is always further than it seems. Light doesn't get tired. It just goes, carrying information through emptiness. And we wait on the other end, looking at the sky. Our galaxy is a huge spiral. The Milky Way is a huge spiral, rotating slowly and majestically. We live somewhere on the outskirts of one of the spiral arms. If you could fly from one edge to the other, even at the speed of light, it would take longer than human civilization has existed. It's like being a droplet in an ocean that stretches beyond any imagination. But this droplet is your home, and it's beautiful. Andromeda is our neighbor from the past. The nearest large galaxy to us is very far away. When you look at it through a telescope, you see it as it was when the first humans were just appearing on Earth. Light traveled to us through vast spaces, carrying images of the distant past. These two galaxies are slowly approaching, but this will happen after an enormous period of time. Enough time not to worry, but just to admire. Light carries stories. Every beam of light is a little story. It's born somewhere far away, in the heart of a star, at the edge of a galaxy, and travels through emptiness, not knowing if anyone will see it. Sometimes it flies for thousands of years before entering your eye on one winter night. You catch this story without even knowing it. Light is patient. It's not in a hurry, it just goes. Space stretches time. In space, time and space intertwine. What seems distant in space is also distant in time. The further you look, the deeper into the past you peer. Telescopes are time machines, showing us what the universe was like long ago. This isn't science fiction. This is reality. And there's something amazing in this. The past hasn't disappeared, it's just very far away, and we can see it. Our place in the silence. We live in a quiet corner of the galaxy, far from the noisy center. There are fewer bright stars, less activity, less radiation. This is the perfect place for life. Quiet, stable, safe. If we were closer to the center, the conditions would be too intense. But here, on the outskirts, we have time and space for existence. Our location is not a coincidence, but a gift of silence amid cosmic noise. Stars are our distant relatives. All the elements that make up your body were born in stars. Carbon, oxygen, nitrogen. All of this was created in the hearts of stars that lived and faded long ago. You're made of stardust, and when you look at the sky, you're looking at your distant relatives. The distances that separate us cannot take away this connection. We're part of the same great process, and this is beautiful. Distances create calm. It's precisely because of light years that space is so calm. Events happening on the other end of the galaxy cannot affect us instantly. Even if something changes there, far away, we'll learn about it after a long time. This creates a soft rhythm, where everything happens slowly, predictably. Space is not in a hurry, and this slowness is calming. We live in a world where changes come with dignity. The darkness between stars. Most of space is emptiness. Between stars are vast spaces where there's almost nothing. Light travels through this darkness for years, occasionally encountering only dust particles of gas. It's a lonely journey, but light doesn't complain. It just goes, carrying its energy through silence. And when we see stars, we see the end of this long, quiet journey. Darkness isn't empty. It's filled with anticipation. We're not alone in the vastness. Distances in light years show how large the universe is, but they also show how much is out there. Galaxies, stars, planets. Even if we haven't found other life yet, the probability of its existence is high, simply because of the size of space. Somewhere out there, beyond many light years, perhaps someone is also looking at the sky and thinking about distances. Light years don't make us lonely. They make us part of something big. Telescopes are our windows into the past. Every telescope is a time machine. When astronomers look at distant galaxies, they see them as they were long ago. Some of these galaxies may have already changed, but we see their past, preserved in light. It's like reading an old diary of the universe, where each page is another epoch. We cannot return to the past, but we can see it. Constellations are an illusion of closeness. Stars and constellations seem nearby, but in reality they're scattered across huge distances. One star might be close, another very far away. They seem to be in the same sky only because we're looking at them from one angle. It's like a forest, where trees seem dense from far away, but when you enter inside, there's a lot of space between them. Constellations are drawings that we created. They're beautiful, even if they're not real. 1 light year is a distant road. 1 light year is an enormous distance. If you could drive a car at ordinary speed, it would take you an incredibly long time to cover this distance. Even the fastest spacecraft we've created barely crawl at these scales. Light does in a year what would take us epochs. This shows how limited our technologies are, but also how patient light is. Galaxies like islands in an ocean. Galaxies are scattered across the universe, like islands in a vast ocean. Between them are huge gaps of emptiness. Each galaxy is its own world, with its own stars, planets, stories. They exist separately, but they're all part of one universe. Light travels between them, connecting them with invisible threads. We're on our island, looking at others, and this doesn't make them less beautiful. Light ages on the road. Light that travels for a long time changes. It stretches, becomes redder due to the expansion of the universe. The further it goes, the more it changes. When astronomers see this shift, they know how far and long ago this light was born. It's like counting wrinkles on the face of time. Each line tells about the journey taken. Light carries its age on itself. Our galaxy rotates slowly. The Milky Way rotates, but so slowly that we don't feel it. It takes our solar system an enormous period of time to make one rotation around the center of the galaxy. The galaxy lives in a different rhythm, where 1,000,000 years is just a step. We move with it, without noticing, carried by the great cosmic dance. And this is calming, to know that we're part of something that moves so slowly. Stars are born and fade slowly. The life of a star is stretched over a very long time. It's born from gas and dust, shines for long epochs, and then fades, leaving behind new elements. We see only a moment in this long life, like a photograph taken in the middle of a story. Stars are not in a hurry. They're patient. Their changes occur on scales that exceed human understanding, and there's peace in this. To know that the time of stars is longer than ours. We live in a moment. Against the background of light years, our life is a moment. But this moment is important. You stand here, now, under a sky filled with light that traveled to you for years. Each star you see sent its beam long ago, and it arrived right now, right to you. There's something special in this. To feel yourself part of this great, slow dance. Your moment matters. Against the background of eternity. Light doesn't know about us. Light traveling from distant stars doesn't know that you'll see it. It just travels, radiating in all directions, having no purpose. But when it enters your eye, it becomes part of your story. You give it meaning by noticing it, admiring it. Light is anonymous, but you make it personal. This is a gift that space gives for free. Just look up. Our sun is an ordinary star. Our sun is just one of billions of stars in the galaxy. It's not the biggest, not the brightest, not the longest living. It's an ordinary, average star that quietly shines on the outskirts of a spiral arm. But for us, it's everything. It gives life, warmth, light. This is a reminder that uniqueness isn't always in size or strength. Sometimes uniqueness is in something being perfectly suited, just for you. Space is bigger than our understanding. Light years show that space is bigger than we can comprehend. Our brain didn't evolve for such scales. We're created for understanding distances that can be walked on foot. Therefore, light years break our brain. We cannot feel them, only imagine them. But this isn't bad. This is a reminder of our limit, that there's something bigger than us. And this can be very calming. Time passes differently. In space, time passes differently depending on where you are and how fast you're moving. Near massive objects, time slows down, with fast movements. 2. This means that light, traveling through space, passes through different paces of time. For light itself, time doesn't exist. It's born and arrives instantly, from its point of view. But for us, it's years of travel. Time is relative, and this is one of the most beautiful secrets of the universe. Light always moves. Light cannot stop. From the moment of its birth, it's always in motion, always at speed. If you could sit on a beam of light, for you time would stop, and the entire universe would seem infinitely compressed. But light cannot sit. It always runs. It's an eternal traveler who knows no rest. And this is its beauty. Ceaseless, tireless movement through darkness. Distant galaxies are fleeing from us. The farther a galaxy, the faster it moves away from us. This isn't because it's moving through space, but because space itself between us is expanding. The universe is becoming larger, and the most distant galaxies are moving away faster than light. This means that their light will never reach us. They're beyond the boundary of what we can see. But this isn't sad. It's just the edge of our visible world. We see only a part. Everything we see in the sky is only a tiny part of the universe. There are galaxies, stars, planets that are located so far away that their light hasn't had time to reach us yet. There are places whose light will never arrive because space between us is expanding too quickly. We see only our small part of the great cosmos. But even this part is incredibly vast and beautiful. Light connects us. Every beam of light that reaches your eyes creates a connection between you and a distant star. This connection is real. Photons that were born in the heart of a star complete their journey in your retina. You literally touch distant worlds through light. This is an intimate moment, though stretched out in time and space. Light is a bridge between you and space. Night is a window into the past. When night comes and stars appear, you're not just looking up. You're looking back in time. Every point of light is a moment from the past of some distant star. Night becomes a time machine, where the sky is filled with stories that arrived from different eras. Some stars show themselves as they were when Earth was just being born. Night is a museum of cosmic history, open to everyone. Light remembers. Every photon of light carries information about its origin, which star it came from, what it passed through, how long it traveled. All of this is encoded in it. Astronomers can read light by decomposing it into a spectrum, learning about the temperature, composition, movement of the star. Light is a message without an addressee, but with complete content. It remembers its journey and is ready to tell. If someone asks, every star is a world. Every star you see may have its own planets, its own systems. Some of them may have life, though we don't know this yet. Light from these stars travels to us for years, carrying the possibility of other worlds. Perhaps on one of those planets, someone is also looking at their sky and seeing our sun as a tiny point of light. Light years separate us, but curiosity unites. The universe is patient. The universe is not in a hurry. Stars live for billions of years. Galaxies rotate slowly. Light travels for epochs. Everything happens in a rhythm that exceeds human understanding. This slowness might seem boring, but actually, it's calming. The universe reminds us that not everything has to be fast, that some things need time. Patience is a cosmic virtue. We're small but important. Against the background of light years, we seem tiny. Our planet is a small dot. Our life is a brief moment. But this doesn't make us insignificant. We're unique in that we can look at these distances and understand them, feel awe before them. Size doesn't determine value. We're small, but capable of embracing the universe with thought. And this makes us special. Light creates beauty. Without light, there would be no beauty that we see in the sky. The darkness of space would become absolute. Nothing would be visible, but light breaks through emptiness, creating patterns, colors, shapes. Each star is a little lantern in the great darkness. Together they create a panorama that takes your breath away. Light doesn't just go. It decorates its path. Darkness is not emptiness. Between stars it seems dark and empty, but actually there's a lot there. Dark matter, dark energy, rarefied gas, magnetic fields. All of this fills space. Though we don't see it, darkness is not absence, but the presence of something invisible. Space is filled with mysteries that hide in the shadow between stars, and these mysteries gradually reveal themselves to us. Light can bend. When light passes near a massive object, it bends. Gravity curves space, and light follows this curve. This means that we can see stars that are actually hiding behind other objects. Light went around the obstacle. The universe uses gravity as a lens, allowing us to look further. Even light obeys the rules of space. We live in an expanding universe. The universe is constantly expanding. The space between galaxies becomes larger with every moment. This means that the light years that separate us from distant galaxies are constantly increasing. The universe is not static. It's alive, breathing, growing. We live in an era when we can observe this. This is a rare privilege, to be witnesses of the great cosmic expansion. Every planet is unique. Even if planets are similar in size or composition, each of them is unique. Different atmosphere, different history, different conditions. Light from their stars shapes their climate, their life, if it exists. Each planet is an experiment of the universe, an attempt to create something new. Some experiments are successful, like our Earth. Some are not. But all of them are valuable in their uniqueness. Stars speak in colors. Every star has its own color that tells about its temperature and age. Hot stars glow blue, cooler ones red, our sun yellowish. This isn't just beauty. This is a language by which stars tell about themselves. When you look at a multicolored sky, you're reading their stories. Color is the word by which space communicates with us. Light can disappear. Sometimes a star suddenly disappears from the sky. not because it actually disappeared now, but because it faded many years ago, and its last light just now reached us. We see the end of its life with a delay. It's like receiving a letter from someone who has already left. Light carries farewell through time, and we receive it without even knowing it's the last. We're made of time. The atoms in your body were born in stars that lived long ago. They traveled through space, settled on planets, became part of life. Your body is a collection of time, gathered from different eras and places. You're not just a person, you're a time capsule, carrying within you the history of space. Every atom has its own journey that ended in you. Light can get tired. When light travels for a very long time through the expanding universe, it loses energy. It becomes redder, weaker. This isn't because it physically gets tired, but because space stretches beneath it. Light adapts to changes, but this leaves traces. The most distant light we see is very old and very tired. But it's still here, still trying to arrive. Cosmic loneliness is an illusion. Though the distances are huge, we're not alone. Every atom, every beam of light, every star in the sky reminds us that we're part of something big. We're connected by invisible threads of gravity, light, matter. Loneliness is a feeling, not a reality. Space is filled with connections. They're just stretched across light years. But they exist, and they're real. Night is a gift. Every night gives us the opportunity to see the universe. If we lived on a planet with constant daylight, we would never see the stars. Darkness is not a threat, but an opportunity. It allows light from distant stars to reach our eyes. Night is a window that opens every day, showing us infinity. Treasure the darkness, it gives light. We travel through space. Even when you sit quietly, you're traveling through space. Earth rotates, moves around the sun rotates around the center of the galaxy moves through the universe. You're constantly in motion, though you don't feel it. We're all cosmic travelers, rushing through space at enormous speed. Rest is an illusion, but a pleasant one. Light unites generations. The light you see today was seen by your ancestors and will be seen by your descendants. The stars in the sky are a constant that connects all generations of people. The same stars illuminated the first campfires, saw the building of pyramids, accompanied great discoveries. Light is a witness to all human history, and it will be here long after us, illuminating the future. Every star is a possibility. Every star in the sky is a possibility. The possibility of planets, the possibility of life, the possibility of stories we'll never know. Light from these stars carries potential, encoded in its photons. We look at the sky and see not only what is, but also what could be. Stars are seeds of future discoveries, scattered across the cosmic field. The silence of space. Space is absolutely silent. There's no air to carry sound, so everything happens in complete silence. Stars glow without sound, Galaxies rotate silently. Even the brightest events are soundless. This silence might seem eerie, but actually, it's calming. It's the silence of peace, where nothing interferes, nothing disturbs. Space is a place of great quiet beauty. Light is energy. Every photon of light carries a tiny portion of energy. When millions of photons hit your skin, you feel warmth. This is energy that came from the sun in several minutes. And light from distant stars carries energy that traveled for years. When it touches you, you receive a gift from the past, a tiny particle of a distant world. We look into a mirror of time. When we look at distant galaxies, we see what the universe was like once. This is a mirror that shows the past. Some galaxies look young, chaotic, because we see them as they were at the beginning of their life. It's like looking at childhood photos of an adult person. The universe shows us its youth through light. Every night is unique. The sky changes every night. Planets move, the moon changes phases. Sometimes comets or meteors appear. Each night offers a slightly different view. Even stars slowly change their position during the year due to Earth's movement. The sky lives, breathes, dances. If you look up today, you'll see something unique. This particular configuration will never repeat exactly the same way. Light outlives stars. When a star fades, its last light still travels through space. It can go for thousands more years after the star ceased to exist. Light outlives its source, continuing the journey alone. This is an afterword that the star leaves to the universe. We can see light from dead stars and not know about it. They live in our sky as ghosts, beautiful and eternal. Distance gives perspective. The distances of space give perspective. Remind us that there's something bigger than you, bigger than your worries. This doesn't diminish your life, but places it in context. You're important, but you're also part of something big. And there's comfort in this. To know your place in the big picture, we all look at one sky. Wherever you are on Earth, you're looking at the same sky. Maybe from a different angle, maybe different stars are visible, but it's the same universe. People on different continents, in different cultures, in different eras, all looked up and saw the same light. The sky unites us through time and space. This is a common experience of all humanity. Light has no choice. Light doesn't choose where to go. It just goes in all directions at once. Some rays will enter someone's eyes, most won't. Light doesn't know about us, doesn't try to reach us. But when it does arrive, it's pure chance. A beautiful coincidence. You catch a photon that was born randomly, traveled blindly, and somehow miraculously ended up right here, right now, right in you. Space doesn't rush with answers. Every question about space needs time for an answer. Light travels slowly. Signals go for a long time. Research lasts for years. The universe doesn't give instant answers. It teaches patience. This is a lesson that's hard to learn in a fast world, but space is unwavering. If you want to know more, you have to wait. If you want to see more, you have to look for a long time. Patience is rewarded. We live at the right time. We live in an era when we can see distant galaxies, understand light years, explore space. This is a rare moment in history, to have the technologies and knowledge for this. Not so long ago, people could only guess what stars are. Now we know. We're lucky to live in a time of understanding. Treasure this moment. You're part of a generation that sees the universe as it is. Light is a message without an addressee. Every star radiates light in all directions, not knowing who will see it. This is a message sent blindly, in hope that someone, sometime, will read it. Most light is lost in emptiness, but some reaches eyes. When you look at a star, you're reading a message that was written long before your birth. You're the addressee the star never knew, but for whom it still shone. Darkness makes light valuable. If light were everywhere, we wouldn't notice it. It's precisely the darkness of space that makes each star noticeable, special, valuable. Contrast creates beauty. Without darkness between stars, the sky would just be a white canvas. But thanks to darkness, each star stands out, has its place, its story. Darkness is not the enemy of light, but its partner in creating beauty. We constantly receive gifts from space. Every moment, photons from millions of stars reach Earth. This is a constant flow of gifts. Light, energy, information. We don't always notice this, but it happens constantly. Day and night, clear or cloudy, space continues to send us its light. This is the generosity of the universe. Endless, free, available to everyone. You just have to look up. Light years are a connection. Though distances in light years are enormous, they don't separate us from space, they connect us. Every distance is a path that light takes, creating a connection between a star and you. Without these distances, there would be no journey, no story, no magic. Distance is not an obstacle, but the very essence of connection. We're connected with space precisely through these long, slow paths of light. You're part of the great dance. Every atom in your body was once part of a star. You're not just an observer of space, you're its part. When you look at stars, you're looking at your relatives, at places where the material of your body came from. You're not separate from the universe. You're the way the universe knows itself. Light years divide space, but not essence. You always were and will be part of this great, slow, beautiful, cosmic dance. The sky always waits. When it's hard for you, when the world seems complex, the sky is always there. It doesn't change from your problems, doesn't depend on your mood. Stars shine equally for everyone. For the happy and sad, for the rich and poor. This is the democracy of light. The sky waits when you look up, ready to remind you of scale, of beauty, that there's something bigger than today. The sky is constancy amid changes. Light doesn't judge. Photons don't choose whose eyes to reach. They shine for everyone equally, for good and bad, for wise and uneducated. Light doesn't judge, doesn't sort, doesn't choose. It just is. This is a lesson of acceptance. To be like light, generous and neutral, available to everyone without exception. Space doesn't set conditions for its beauty. It's here for everyone who's ready to look. Every glance up is meditation. When you look at stars, time slows down. Daily worries retreat, the mind calms. This is natural meditation. To observe something bigger than yourself, motionless and eternal. Stars demand nothing from you. They just are. In this simplicity is deep peace. The sky reminds you can just be, just look, just exist in the moment. Light carries hope. Even in the darkest times, stars continue to shine. They've done this for billions of years and will continue to do it for a long time. This is constancy you can rely on. When everything around changes and seems unstable, the sky remains. It reminds, some things are more lasting than our problems. Some processes are bigger than our fears. We learn slowness. Space lives slowly. Stars evolve over epochs. Galaxies rotate for millions of years. Light travels for a long time. In a world that's accelerating, space reminds us of the value of slowness. Not everything has to happen quickly. Some things need time to mature, to unfold, to become beautiful. Light years teach patience and respect for time. Slowness is not weakness, but depth. Every star is a promise. Every star in the sky is a promise that the universe continues to work, to create, to exist. It promises that tomorrow night will be again, that cosmic order holds. Stars don't give promises with words, but with their presence. They're here, they shine, they haven't disappeared. This is quiet confidence that the world continues, regardless of what happens on Earth. You look at eternity. When you look at stars, you're looking at something that lasts longer than human life, than human civilization, than humanity itself. Stars were before us and will be after. This is a touch of eternity, the opportunity to see something that survived everything. We too traveled a long road today. From the first minutes of light overcoming emptiness, to distant galaxies that we see as they were millions of years ago. From tiny photons born in the hearts of stars, to enormous distances in light years that slowly and gently stretch our imagination of space and time. We touch stories, quiet, soft, slow, and each of them reminded, the universe never hurries. Everything in it moves slowly, patiently, majestically. Stars are born over epochs. Galaxies rotate for millions of years. Light travels through space for so long that it changes itself. And now, when you fall asleep, when your eyes become heavy, imagine you lie in darkness that resembles interstellar space. Around, silence, so deep, like emptiness between galaxies. The air is calm, motionless. Your body is light, as if detached from gravity, as if you're floating in space, where nothing pulls you down. Above you, the sky, slow, boundless, filled with light that traveled to you for years and centuries. Some stars send you their light from a time when people only lit the first fires. Some from a time when Earth was young. Some from eras that preceded everything familiar to your world. The light of this sky is stories. They traveled for a long time through cold darkness and finally found you. Today, this very night, you breathe slowly. With each inhale, the universe seems to approach you, softly, gently. With each exhale, you release everything unnecessary. Thoughts subside. Silence envelops you like a soft blanket. Imagine a beam of light floating to you through space. Years, decades, centuries. Perhaps it was born before your great-great-grandmothers and great-great-grandfathers were born. Perhaps the star that sent it is long gone. But light still came, still arrived, still touched you. This is a reminder. Even what has long passed can give us beauty. Even what is far can touch the heart. Even what seems unreachable can find a way. You're not alone. All the light that shines above you, all the light years that photons crossed, all the stories they carry, all of this connects you with space. You're a particle of the same.